you're working on your assignment for your academy profession program. You might experience it as a mountain covered in fog. This video will help you get an overview of the analysis section, which can make the fog lift. Your analysis starts in the methodology section. This is where you create a map you can follow in the analysis. A kind of recipe. It gives you structure and direction and is therefore the foundation. Remember, the goal isn't just to describe a problem, but to understand its background and nuances. You also shouldn't describe the solution. You have to go between the problem and the solution. You have to systematically find clues, piece by piece. Each clue brings you closer to a new understanding. These clues are your data. It can be observations, interviews, and questionnaires that help you understand more details of the problem. A good assignment is built on a clear method, a system that organizes data and finds connections between them. In your analysis, this system is your chosen theoretical framework, a lens through which you see and interpret your data. Imagine you are studying employee motivation at a local cafe. You have a high staff turnover and low engagement. As a framework, you use DC and Ryan's self-determination theory, SDT. The theory posits that individuals are driven by three basic psychological needs: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. By applying this lens, you can investigate whether these needs are being met for the cafe's employees. When you have completed your interviews and gathered your observations of specific situations in the bar, you now have a lot of notes, recordings, results of questionnaires. It's a wealth of information. By coding the data, you get an overview of it in relation to the theory. A code is like tagging your photos in a photo album. If they are just lying in a large folder, they are impossible to navigate. You can therefore advantageously create an album. In other words, tag them with keywords. Data coding works the same way. You identify themes in your data, recurring ideas, patterns, or attitudes. Then you assign codes, like keywords, to these themes. These codes should be based on your chosen theoretical framework. With SDT, the codes can be autonomy, competence, and relatedness. When you code your data, you start to see patterns emerge that bridge the gap between raw data and theoretical understanding. Section 4. Your assignment on motivation at the local cafe. Through interviews, you find out that employees are given very strict instructions to follow when serving the cafe's guests. They have little freedom to be personable in guest contact. When they make suggestions for improvements, these are immediately shot down. This is coded as lack of autonomy. In addition, employees express frustration with the lack of development opportunities at the cafe. This is coded as limited competence development. These findings begin to suggest a potential discrepancy between the employees' psychological needs and their opportunities. Section 5. From analysis to action. Translating into results. Data analysis isn't just an academic exercise, it's about generating usable insights. In the case of the local cafe, the analysis suggests a need for management to foster a more autonomy-supportive environment. This could involve giving employees more opportunities to personalize guest experiences. Within a framework, of course. There is also a need for opportunities for competence development at the cafe. This might be solved by implementing regular feedback sessions where employees feel heard and valued. By addressing these points, the local cafe can create a work environment that better meets the employees' psychological needs. This can positively influence motivation and engagement. The outline method for collecting, coding, and processing data links data and theory. This provides new insights, which can lead to new courses of action. If you found this video helpful, share it with a colleague.